This is a walking tour of Celebration Key, which is located in the Grand Bahamas and is Carnival's private island, similar to Royal Caribbean's private island Coco Cay. This is their Disney World type paradise island that they've created to take cruise passengers to, and it's quite nice. This is the walk from the dock. Some people say that it's a very long walk from the dock. It took us about 7 minutes to walk from the boat to the main area on Celebration Key, which you'll be able to see based on the timeline when you take a look at this video. But I know walking's not for everybody, and there's some older people on the cruise, some people that might be disabled. There is a tram that takes you right from here all the way to the main area of Celebration Key, so you don't have to walk. In addition to that, there's trams that run all around the island so that you don't have to walk. And it is a pretty big island to walk around. This video is going to take you all around the island. It will have you walking on both sides and then through the market area as well, so that you could see the different areas. You could skip around and check it out. So this was our first visit to Celebration Key. We learned about how it works several different ways. So the island is split up in two. Once you get to the main area, which is the Paradise Plaza, you can walk straight through that area and you can get taken to the shops and the straw market that exists on the island. The shops in the straw market are a little bit different. The shops are like corporate type shops that you would see maybe at ports. The straw market is a pretty tame version of a straw market in the Bahamas. People aren't hawking too hard or really trying to bully you into buying stuff. They may say, take a look at my store, but it's pretty tame compared to other places we've been. One of the places that we went was on, I think it was Royal Caribbean's boat. They had a private island that was in Haiti, and it was extremely aggressive there. But here it's pretty safe and non-aggressive within the Haymarket. So take a look at that. That's straight through once you get to the main area in Celebration Key, that Paradise Plaza. But once you get to that area, the main area, you're able to walk either to the left or to the right. And both sides are pretty much symmetrical. If you walk to the right, there's the Starfish side of the island. If you walk to the left, there's the Calypso side of the island. So on the right side, the Starfish side, there's the Starfish Lagoon and the Starfish Beach. Now, what the Starfish means is that's more of the family-oriented child side of the island. Adults can go there, families can go there, but it's more geared towards children. For instance, there's a splash pad over there and some water park type activities that are more geared towards the kids. There's less music and bars on that side, although I think there is a bar on that side. And it's just more overall oriented towards the family atmosphere. The same thing with the beach that's over there. The Starfish Beach, when you walk down to the beach area, is more for the families. If you walk to the left when you get to the main area, you go to the Calypso side. And the Calypso side is the Calypso Lagoon and the Calypso Beach. The Calypso Lagoon, that's the big pool area. Both lagoons are a pool. It's one humongous pool, bigger pool than you've ever seen in your entire life. But on the Calypso side of it, there's more DJs and music and drinking, so it's a little bit more geared towards adults. And I believe that there's signs over there that say that it's for 13 years and older. But I did see kids on that side as well. It just seemed like there was less kids on the Calypso side than there was on the Starfish side. We went to the Calypso side, and we walked all the way to the end of it so that we didn't have to listen to the heavy DJ music. And it was very nice. Very nice beach. Very nice. I say beach because the pool actually has sand around it, which makes it kind of like a beach area, even though it's a pool. We also went to the Calypso Beach, which was a nice beach. However, the water was maybe a little bit rocky. It's not the most beautiful sand in the world that's in there. But the water was nice, and it was safe, and it was enjoyable. On the Calypso side, there's also the Pearl Cove Beach Club, which is for also, I believe, adults only on that side, but that's a paid add-on that you could get as an excursion from the cruise line. Now, one of the more interesting things about this island is the way that they work food, because most of the time when you go to one of these private islands, the food is some kind of a buffet and it's all you can eat, just like on the boat. On Celebration Key, it's completely different. You have to order from either a food truck or one of their outlets, and then there's different prices based on what you order. So here's how it works. You can get free food. Each person that's in your party is entitled to one free meal. Now, that free meal could be redeemed at food trucks or at the food hall that exists on the island. As long as you order something that's off the Island Eats menu, which is very clear on each one of these menus what's on the Island Eats menu, they have an actual Island Eats menu at each one of the venues, then your meal is going to be free. So you'll be able to get one free meal from any of these vendors that are on the island. Now, it's kind of interesting in that the food trucks have different kind of food than you might see on the buffets. For instance, I went to one that had fritters, like conch fritters, shrimp fritters, corn fritters. That was included. That's not something that you would normally find on the buffet at a private island. So that's what I ordered. My wife ordered a chicken, some kind of fancy chicken sandwich from one of the trucks, which was also included, no charge. If you went to the food hall, you could also go get tacos or something that was over there for no charge. And the food trucks had varying food. They had burgers, hot dogs. They had the fritters. They had one on the Starfish Lagoon side that was all donuts, and apparently they're very good donuts. We didn't get them, but they had that. I believe they had pizza. So they have all different kind of options in the food trucks. I would estimate that there was maybe 10 to 12 food trucks on the island that you could order from. And then there was also the food hall that you can go to and order from. And some of the little restaurants also had stuff that you can order from. Now, they also had sit-down restaurants that were on the island. One of them, I remember being a barbecue place. If you go there, you do not get a free meal. However, what you get is 40% off of your meal there by redeeming your free meal that you should have been getting on the island. So the price was, let's say, $35 for the meal in that restaurant. You would have got 40% off, and you would have paid the difference. So that's your option. You don't have to do it, but that's your option when you come to this island, is to either pay for a restaurant at 40% off, or you can go to one of the Island Eats locations and order something and get that for free. If you want something additional, even if it's an Island Eats location, you'd have to pay for it. So if you ordered your fritters and you were still hungry and you wanted something else, you'd have to pay for it, or you'd have to go back to the boat, and I guess you can get food for free on the boat. There's no drink packages on the island either, so you would have to buy any drinks that you were getting, so that does not extend to the island, whereas something like Royal Caribbean and Coco Cay, it does extend to the island. So just different things that you should know. And this island, you can also take excursions if you want to. At the far end of the island is the Lacono Cove, and from there they have all the excursions leaving, and you're in the Grand Bahamas, so you can take any excursion that's close by to there, or I think you could rent a car or some kind of a taxi to take from there as well. And people do take excursions. We didn't. We just hung out on the island and enjoyed it. So the things to keep in mind out here are the way food works, the way that the island is split up from the right side and the left side. Just enjoy your day. It's a great island. It's a great place to go, and we really liked it a lot. Thanks for watching, and subscribe to B-Man and Beyond for more of our adventures.
No, no. Enjoy the vacation.
I'm going to get it right here.
let's go get in the water. You want to get in the water? Come on.
No, I don't know. That's what I mean. I don't know. I can't distinguish.
Her feet off.
Just thing for us to do, Mama.
That way, at least we'll see them when they come. I'm just going to walk over and...
I'll be right back. Can you get up a second? Perfect.
New York.
Minum baik, baik ya, baik gitu.
Let me hold the towel.
You good.
Dark.
Ready to go up?
No, his stomach was still messed up.
Okay.